Get next to my baby.
So how are you doing? Mental health.
Happy birthday.
Oh, Jesus. Thanks, babe. Give me a kiss. Thank you, babe.
Come here, little nigger baby.
Oh my God.
Do you remember that from Dave Chappelle?
Yeah. What the hell? We'll go back.
Mental health, yeah. What about it?
You didn't say welcome back. You put it.
Oh, welcome back to the 5K podcast.
Good day.
Woo, guiding you through this marathon called life, and life has been lifing as usual for us. Yeah, I think we touched on it before.
Yeah.
Mental health is important, but you know what? I didn't know how much of the weather played in our mental health until recently. Because I think maybe it's seasonal depression. I don't know, but this gloomy weather that we had in May into June was not fun.
It was real.
Like no motivation.
This year.
Yeah, no motivation to do anything.
Normally it breaks up. You'll get like 3-4 days of May grade, and they'll hit you with like 5 days of hot, sunny, and then you'll go back to some gray. It was like gray all of May. Damn near gloomy as hell all of June. It was
so bad.
It was the weirdest thing. People started talking about how Seattle is probably just as bad or even worse. It was a whole Seattle talk. Like, it was weird.
I was giving Seattle vibes.
And
we're not in Seattle.
Yeah, we don't live in Seattle.
Or the state of...
Never will live in the state of, what is that, Washington? No.
Not or anywhere near it, actually.
The Pacific.
It's a good 8 hour.
The Pacific Northwest.
Yeah.
People going crazy about that, but yeah.
But we're back, so we're trying to record as many things as we can, while our spirits are high and our vibes are high. And I think coming into our birthday week, and I say our because our birthdays are within the same week, so we like to celebrate, and I think that kind of, I don't know, like your birthday kind of...
Boost your spirit.
Brighten your mood a little bit, so we're back.
And it helps you focus in on, I guess because when you're getting older a little bit, you focus in on different aspects, different things. You focus in on your extended family, their health and wealth, and how that's affecting their life. It's just you take in different things you possibly haven't thought about when you were in your 20s, because when you're in your 20s you are all about you. I'm 25, nigga, I'm the shit.
I mean, your perspectives do change as you get older.
Yeah,
I would say for sure. But
just getting older and you knowing how you used to think versus how you think now. I think that's what I'm realizing. You know what I mean? Like.
But does everybody think like that though? Like, is everybody like, is that self-awareness? Like, is it self-awareness to remember how you used to think, or do you think some people just don't even remember how they used to be and just, this is me now, take it as I am?
I think people, yeah. I would like to say people nowadays probably live more in the present, excuse me, because of social media. So it's everything is now,
right now, what's going on right now.
So I got my 7-figure job. I've been this way. No, you haven't. I remember when me and you was working at McDonald's. I remember when we was working at Burger King. You wasn't always the 7-figure in the Bentley. Like, true. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but I think, do you think people should acknowledge that they have changed? Like, things have changed? Like, I am no longer this person anymore?
I mean, yes, to themselves. Like, if you acknowledge it to yourself, that'll kind of maneuver your actual, your personality outward to other people. If you acknowledge how you are.
That's deep.
You know what I'm saying? Because you never were you weren't the shit all the time.
Right.
You just became that the last 2 months.
Right.
So you can't. So you can't.
Oh Lord Jesus.
Act like. Oh my God.
One moment, please.
Okay, and we're back. I forgot what I was even saying. I done knocked over the whole glass of wine. And
We were talking about.
And some
Sorry about that. We had a liquid emergency.
Golly.
Man down, man down.
Yeah.
We were talking about acknowledging that you have changed.
Yeah.
To your friends and stuff. To people. I don't know.
No, it's acknowledging. I was saying it's acknowledging that to yourself. You don't have to. You don't have to admit that you changed to other people. Just admit it to yourself. I think that'll change your attitude outwardly. Is what I was getting at.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm going through with my friends and my coworkers and everything. It's like I'm starting to acknowledge. I never thought about it that way, but I guess I'm starting to admit to myself what I want and what I will no longer tolerate with boundaries and everything. And I think by doing that, I'm starting to see other people's behavior as like undesirable and unfavorable. Like I don't even want to associate or be around the type of behavior, especially at work. I'm just like staying in my little bubble. Got maybe 2 people at max that I really talk to.
Yeah.
And then everybody else is like, they're just, hi, morning. You know, like, I just switch the code and and just deal with them accordingly. But I never thought about it, like, admitting it to myself. And I think that's what I've been fighting with is I've admitted it to myself that I'm different, that I've changed, that I've evolved. And I've always been fighting for trying to show and go tell it on the mountain to other people instead of just seeing it and observing it. You know, like I've been fighting this fight of like, don't you see that I'm different? Don't you even, not in those words, but I think my actions have always been like, can't you see that I take this seriously? Or can't you see that I take my business seriously instead of just...
Well, first of all, your friends are never going to take your business seriously until you get to a certain point. Mm-hmm. And on top of that, they're always going to want a discount if they utilize your services.
Yeah.
They're always going to want a discount. They never want to pay full price.
What is up with that?
I don't know. I think, honestly, to be totally realistic about it, I really do think that's a black people thing. We always want a discount on whatever. We could have opened our own food truck, for example. You come by, you want a daggone discount on a 3 taco plate. Like, it's only 3 tacos. Pay the $8.50.
Yeah.
But you want half off.
Like,
you want half off at $8.50. It's like, bro, like, it's literally just give me a $10 bill. It's funny because
like I'm not that person in general, and I guess I'm not that black person that wants to see someone doing something and wants a discount. Like I feel like it's rude. Like it's kind of like a slap in the face if you go and it's like this is your friend or even someone that's maybe not a friend that you talk to every day, but it's like the hats that we got, the SD hats that we got.
Yeah.
I was gonna support him regardless. You know what I mean? I could have asked for, hey, you got a discount code, you know what I mean, that I could use? No, it's a hat. Like, hats are expensive anyway. Custom hats from Lids are fucking expensive. So this dude's making hats. It has the SD on it. It has, like, all the Padre colors you could think of. Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's like, no, this is this guy I used to work with. Like, I'm supporting his small business. So I'm going to pay full price. I don't need to ask for it. And then I post a picture on Instagram. I don't need to ask for a discount. Like, that's fucking rude. Like, I could have easily been like, hey, can you throw in, like, hey, I just ordered. Can you throw in an extra hat or what? You know what I mean? Like no, that's not, like, either support me all the way or don't support me at all. Like, you're supporting me at a discount. But that's not support. Support is... Sorry.
We're not answering any phones.
Phone call. Sorry. You know, when it's your birthday, people blow you up.
Yeah.
But either support me all the way or...
And the fact that my sister watches the podcast, you just called. I'm going to call you back.
We'll call you, girl. Chill out.
We'll call you right back.
We're recording. But it's like, support me all the way. Don't support me at a discount. That's like, you're going to get, like, you're going to support my foundation, but it's going to be on, like, oh, well, I'll support you, but I'm going to give you only one brick instead of the two that you need.
Yeah.
What? Like, no. Like, support me all the way, 100%. Because to me, it's like, don't even, like, you can miss me with that. Like, I'm sorry. Like, just, I don't want your money. If you want a discount, then I don't want your money.
At all.
At all. Like, I'm sorry.
It's
like, no more hookups. I think we said that before. No hookups, man.
No hookups.
No hookups.
No
like,
friend. No friend parties. No friend coming to your shop. Whatever shop you got. Food.
I'm sorry.
Clothing. Like, you're not coming by and getting nothing for free.
It makes me uncomfortable.
Like,
free stuff makes me uncomfortable.
The fact that you want to come and get, like, that's actually disrespectful. I know I paid for this item and I'm reselling this item. If I bought some clothes, I had to buy the fabric to make the dress.
Right.
Or I had to buy the shirt and then put the transfer on the shirt. Like, there was some work to be done here.
Right. And you're my friend, so you know the ins and outs of what I'm going through.
Well, at least 50% of it.
Yeah, like you know the struggle.
Because you have access to the back office, so to speak. Like, you could come into the back room because I invited you back here. So you see all the stuff that I'm doing.
Yeah.
So if I'm making T-shirts, for example, and I got the heat press and the T-shirts and the transfers, and I'm doing all of this, all of that stuff costs, and I'm selling it for $25 for example.
Yeah.
Yes, I might have paid $7 for everything, but I still paid.
Right. Like, it costs money to start this.
And you want
venture, and you want a discount on it?
Yeah, but you want to pay $15 instead of $25. No, that's not my price.
Yeah. No more. You're trying to discount my dream, bro. Like,
yeah.
Like.
And you can't even use that term. Yesterday's price isn't today's price. I didn't even set that price. My price is $25.
My price is my price. My price.
Yeah.
And usually people good pricing is based on, obviously, the cost of goods, but it's also based on, like, the time and work and effort. Like, you don't know the person's craft behind that. You don't know the person's, like, education and what they had to pay in any kind of training.
Yeah.
Or just knowledge and mentorship.
Or what they call sweat equity.
Yeah, like the sweat equity of it. Like.
Or when people, for example, when I was in the truck and we had a guy come by one of our yards when I was working for night transportation, he was selling barbecue.
Yeah.
Barbecue. He had the chicken, the links, and I think he had some shrimp or something like that. Something.
Oh, that sounds good.
But his whole plate, he put this plate together, and then he had he had some macaroni and cheese, the roll, and he had another side. Greens, either green beans or I can't remember what the green item was, but he had something green.
Yeah.
$17. A lot of them people are like, oh no. I was like, do you know how long it took him to cook the damn chicken?
And greens or not?
To cook now, if he had greens, I cannot remember. But if it was greens, how long it took him to cook greens?
A whole day.
Yeah. Then you had the hot links. And then he made his own barbecue. Well, it don't really take that much to make your own barbecue sauce.
No, but...
But he took the time to make his own barbecue. He plated everything. So because he sells it as is, as a plate. So he plates everything, and then he stacks it in the back of his truck in this little assembly thing that he bought.
Yeah.
So wait, so I'm like, dude, you get something already plated?
Yeah, like pre-plated. What?
I was like, give me the 3, because he had a 3 meat and he had a 2 meat. I was like, give me the 3 meat.
Yeah.
17. I gave him a $20 bill. Boom, you keep the change. What are we doing?
Yeah.
I don't want the $3. And to add insult to injury, he throws a 12-ounce can of Coke or Pepsi in there with it.
Okay.
What are we doing?
Customer service.
So, but somebody that he knows will probably want to come around. Oh, bruh, let me get 2 sodas then. No, that's not the deal, bro.
I'm sorry, I'm already hooking you up with a soda.
That's not the deal. The soda is actually legit a hookup, honestly.
The soda is the hookup. You better take that fucking can.
The fact that I ran this plate for $17-18.
Man.
I should have been charging $25, honestly, because it was honestly, if he would have charged me $25, I couldn't even argue. Because
it sounds like $25. I thought you were gonna say $25.
No, he charged $17 or $18. I can't remember one of the two. But anyway, I was like, dude, this is nice. And I ate as much as I could because I didn't eat breakfast. I bought the shit at like 3 p.m. So I ate as much as I could. Still had some food left over. Ate the rest of that shit for dinner.
Damn.
Like,
so you're good.
Yeah,
how do you I guess my struggle is when you not only own a business, but I think when you're just like elevating and outgrowing people in your environment, like how do you deal with that? Because I feel like mentally, like, I'm struggling with it. I'm really struggling with just, I guess, the RIP to my old self a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, because I am a different person than I was maybe 5 years ago, I would say.
Well, I can't remember verbatim what Snoop said, but he said back when he was going through that thing with his trial, he was like, after he got acquitted, he had to sit and evaluate a couple things. He was just like, everybody that come with you can't go with you. He was like, there was a lot of people that was just around me just because they grew up on the same block as I grew up on.
Yeah.
But they were with me because I was me. They weren't with me trying to level up as well. They were just here.
Yeah.
And he was like, I had to like have a hard conversation with myself. Now, they might think I turned my back on them, but they weren't trying to level up. They were just leeching off of me and taking the money that I was giving them. Taking the money, the food, the weed, everything that I was providing, they were taking it, but they weren't doing anything to better themselves. They were just take.
Yeah.
And not necessarily give, but you weren't even giving to yourself. You weren't doing nothing you weren't giving nothing to yourself. You were just taking. Now that's a detrimental person. Like, you can't even give to yourself. You're just solely giving or solely taking.
Takers and givers.
Yeah, at least give to yourself. These people weren't even giving to themselves.
That's sad.
So he was like, at that point, I had to make a hard decision and rid myself of those people because they weren't doing nothing to uplift me. But on top of that, they weren't doing nothing to uplift themselves. And that's an even worse person to be around, is a person that doesn't want to even elevate themselves.
Yeah.
At least there's only one person I know that took and elevated themselves, and that's Kim Kardashian. She took all that money from Brandy, but at least she turned around and elevated herself. If you're going to take something, elevate yourself.
Right.
Now that's a dog way to do it.
It's a dog way to do it.
But
opportunity comes in different ways, and it's like, oh. Like, she had a light bulb moment, obviously. Like,
she took from Brandy and Ray J, to be honest with you.
Okay, we're not gonna get into that.
It took from both of them.
No, I mean, that is a good, it's so hard. I don't know why it's so hard. It's almost like you don't want to, like your ego or your subconscious doesn't want to let go of how you used to be a little bit.
Yeah.
It's like a self-sabotage. And I've caught myself like self-sabotaging sometimes where it's like, oh, I'll just go out with my friends, or oh, I'll just go out and do this. And I mean, mind you, I did have a good time, but the next day I had to tell myself, okay, you did that, you had fun, you know.
Right.
Now it's trying to put in some work, you know. And I think before, it's like that would be my excuse. Well, I went out last night, so I'm too tired. Or I went out last night and I'm hungover. Or I went out, you know what I mean? And it's like, this past few weeks I've been just out, you know, just to be out because of my birthday month, but also kind of like a last hurrah a little bit. Like celebration because I'm about to put in some work come the 1st, which is where we are now. So
yeah,
it's like I'm putting in some work, I'm hitting the ground running, I'm focused, you know, and okay, I got all that out of my system, so now I can focus at least for the next 3 months, on the changes that I'm trying to make in my business, for our family in general, and just like work shit too.
Yeah.
Like it's just so hard though. It's like, it's almost like you have to talk to yourself. Like you have to, like I've been writing down, so I've been having some crazy dreams. So I've been writing down my dreams. I've been talking, like having conversations with myself in the shower. Like, okay, today we're gonna focus on this. You know, like fuck what happened yesterday. Like this is the goal today. If you don't do anything else, you gotta accomplish this one thing today. And I try to make it simple, you know.
Yeah.
But I don't know, like.
And you have to develop the old people personality after a while. Like, I don't give a fuck what you got to say about me. I'm doing this over here.
Yeah.
Because old people don't give a shit.
Because I think,
you know.
And I posted this on my birthday, like, I've always been the giver, you know? And I think now, as I'm approaching 40, it's like, I'm not giving anymore like I used to. I'm not sacrificing my happiness for other people anymore. Like, kids, different. But all the adults in my life, I'm sorry, I'm looking out for me. And that's all that really matters. Like, and I'm not going to apologize for it. Like, I'm finally okay with not apologizing for being selfish. Like, I'm on a self journey, and I'm on a selfish, like, this next year of 39 is going to be selfish as fuck. And I don't really give a shit. And I don't even will have to explain myself to you. If you don't get it and you don't understand, then oh well, you're not a part of my journey. Yeah. Because the people that understand me and know me should know and see where I'm headed. Like, oh, I see what Connie's doing. She's, you know what I mean? She's doing this, she's doing that. Like, good for her. If I have to sit there and explain to you, well, what's going on? Well, why are you acting like this? It's like, well, then I don't have time to explain it.
But that's a taker's personality anyway. Like, if you have a friend that's always a taker, that's actually selfish. So if you have somebody that's around like that and you all of a sudden start to be selfish, yeah, they're going to wonder what's going on with you, but hey, I'm just acting like you now.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with how you act.
The tables have turned.
So I'm just acting like you, and now all of a sudden there's a problem.
Yes.
Like, yeah. I'm not about to announce my switch. Yeah. I'm going to just switch.
Like, I'm starting, meet people.
You know what I mean?
Like, it's almost like meet people with the same energy that you have.
Right.
It's like, oh, you're giving me taker energy? Well, I'm going to give you taker energy too, and I'm just going to sit back and think about myself too. Like, what's wrong with that?
What's wrong with you?
Nothing's... Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. What's wrong with you?
Totally fine. Excuse me. Totally fine. Are you all right? I've been doing that at work, and I think people are like, oh. Like, literally, like, checking out and not being available when I say I'm not going to be available. And people still trying to contact me. And it's like, Oh, well, I saw that it was your day off, but I just thought you'd still be like checking your emails. No. Do you check your emails when you're off? Like I've done that in the past, and I'm not doing that anymore. Thank you.
Yeah.
I
No.
realized that was leading me to burnout, and I'm
When I
not
say
doing that.
when I say I'm off, I'm fucking off.
Out of the office. GFD.
Like no, there was a I forgot what the hell. I must have been looking at a TikTok or some shit, but it was something to that effect where the manager got mad that the employee didn't answer her phone. And she looked at him, she was like, you know, yesterday was my day off, right? Yes, but you're always supposed to have your phone on in case I call. She was just like,
No.
she was just like, in case you call what? In case I call you and I need you. She said, you know what? You're never going to need me on my day off. Well, how do you know that? Well, how do you know that? She was like, because I'm always going to be unavailable on my day off.
Right.
Never am I going to ever say, oh, yeah, I can come in. No, that's never going to happen.
Yeah, can we...
You know, like, what the fuck?
Like, can we talk about that? Like, I don't understand why... Like, I don't remember having an employer like that. Like, I feel like employers nowadays are very needy and very, like, over the top with... You need, like, bossy. Like, you need to be the... You need to do this and you need to do that and you need to be at my beck and call.
No.
I don't remember bosses being like that when we were having jobs. And, like, people being petty and catty and... It's just like...
This new working age, if you will, it's just...
I can understand. If I was 22 and I was dealing with this shit, I'd be like, nope, bye.
Yeah.
I'm out. I don't care how good of a job it is.
That's why so many of these little kids are moving.
Yeah.
They're moving all type.
Like kids, like the 19s, the 18s, the adults, the new adults, I would say.
The brand
18
new.
to 25, the brand news. They are so, I would say, more self-aware and more like wanting their own happiness. And I think the world has made them that way. And so now that they're asserting that in the working world, I don't understand why employers get fucking mad. It's like, but wouldn't you want an employee that is saying, I need today off because I don't feel good enough to work? It's not that I'm sick. Mentally, I can't be here. I wouldn't want an employee at work that like mentally couldn't do their job.
Well, that's why a lot of that's why a lot of the older crowd that are these execs, and that's why they're saying that the young people nowadays are lazy. And it's not that they're lazy, they just don't want to take on your your abuse.
Bullshit.
Your abuse, yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's bullshit too.
It's bullshit.
But it's abuse. They don't want to take on your abusive whatever you're serving down there at the job.
Yeah. Like, I understand there are always going to be people that abuse the system. Like, there are always going to be people that, like a white person taking off Juneteenth. Really? You know what I mean? Oh, my cousin's black. Like, shut the fuck up. Like, there's going to be people abusing the system, but I really feel like we need to be not hypersensitive about people's well-being, but, like, let people be people. And we're human at the end of the day, and we can't work like people used to work. You know? Yeah. What were you going to say?
Amongst a bunch of assembly bills that go into effect today, even though it's a Saturday, there's a bunch of assembly bills. But the one assembly bill that went into effect today is that Juneteenth is now a holiday in California.
What?
Yeah.
They should have did that shit in June.
Oh no, they wanted to wait.
Motherfucker.
Sucker ass motherfuckers. They wanted to wait.
Sucker ass.
I'm like, dude,
Why did you wait?
Juneteenth was 2 weeks. You could have gave it to us.
You could have gave it to us.
But no, they have to do. Oh no, because what is today considered what do you call that? Not midterms. What do you call that?
Primary.
No, the fiscal.
Yeah, it's the start of the fiscal year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they couldn't start it 2 weeks ago.
Man, you know how many people were looking at me crazy? Well, you know about the holiday, and I was like, what holiday? Juneteenth, and I was like, it's one of those like selective holidays where we'd still have to, at least for my job, I would still, if I took it off, I would still have to use my time for it. Like, it wasn't free.
Yeah, but next year it's supposed to be free.
Oh shit. Well, what about like all the other ones?
What are you talking about?
The other.
What about them? They're just there.
No. I'm saying like, cause along with when they brought up Juneteenth, they brought up like these other like Indigenous People Day and like all these other days, similar to Juneteenth, but like specific for certain cultures.
Oh, all I heard about was Juneteenth.
Is that all you were focused on?
I don't know if that was all I was focused on. That's all I heard.
Juneteenth. Your antenna went up. Indigenous People Day. Oh shit, that ain't me. Like, you didn't give a fuck about that.
I ain't hear that. Indigenous people. What?
Yeah, like the Native Americans and like
No.
Okay.
The motherfuckers got casinos and reservations.
It doesn't matter. They still deserve a holiday.
We got.
They took away Columbus Day, and so they were trying to give.
When is Columbus
specific? Day? Well, it was sometime in November, I think. They took it away. So they're trying to give like specific, culture. Oh no, I think it was October. They're trying to give specific cultures like each their day.
Well, why were they celebrating that fucking?
Well, Columbus Day never should have been celebrated.
No.
But I think they took that away, and then we were fighting for other holidays.
They should celebrate me then. I found $2 yesterday.
Stop it.
They should celebrate me. What? It's the same thing. It's the same thing.
Negro Day.
This motherfucker discovered some shit that was already there. Like, what the fuck? Now, granted, the $2 wasn't always there, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, that was already there on the ground.
But I'm saying that's literally in my head. That's the equivalent.
Finding $2 is the same as a holiday?
No, finding $2 is the same as Columbus.
Discovering America.
Yes. In my opinion.
Guys, this is what I have to do.
Like, for real.
What's wrong with you? What?
Like, nobody cares that I found $2. Like, literally nobody gives a shit. So why do we give a shit about this guy?
Oh my god.
Finding a piece of land that was already there.
Oh my god.
Or better yet, to be even more ridiculous, that's like I discovered the sun. Okay. The sun is the sun been there. For millions of years.
What is wrong?
And
okay.
The sun.
Babe, let's play. Okay, let's play a
what?
game. Let's play a game. Switch gears. Let's play a game for like 5 minutes before we close it out. Do you want to play a game?
What happened? What?
Okay, because we're gonna go watch The Flash. So I think we should play Would You Rather, like Superpower Edition.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Okay.
Go.
Would you rather?
Right.
Be.
Go ahead.
Invisible? Stop. Would you rather be invisible or fly?
Ooh, that's heavy. I honestly probably fly. I know that's probably a little bit more unpopular.
Really?
I would probably rather fly.
Oh man.
Because what can you do with invisibility? You have to still go sit on something and get somewhere.
True. I would rather be invisible, but only if it wasn't like I had to be naked. Because I've seen some superhero things where like the person's invisible, but they're like invisible, and then like in Incredibles, the girl goes invisible, but she keeps her clothes.
Yeah.
But in other things, it's like like on Hotel. Obviously, these are all kid references. Movie references, but in Hotel Transylvania, the guy that's invisible, he's actually naked.
Mm.
So I wouldn't want to be invisible and naked. Because I feel like that's unsanitary.
Yeah.
I would want to be invisible and still have my clothes.
You sitting on a plane.
Just so I can observe some shit, because there's some conversations that I would like to just sneak into the room and be privy to.
Yeah.
Because I'm nosy like that. I'm curious.
I mean, if I had the invisibility power, I will be at the White House, the Pentagon. I'm listening to everybody's shit.
Right?
We're
like,
finding.
Wouldn't you want to be in the room?
We're finding out some wild ass shit. Oh, I was in Poway. Pause the game for a second. I was in Poway. Santee. Excuse me, Santee. Santee. If you guys don't know, in San Diego, some people call it Clanty. Okay, so I was in Santee delivering, and I heard this conversation because they have the pallets of concrete stacked up 7 feet tall.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't obviously see either side. These two white guys didn't even know I was on the other side of the daggone pallets.
Oh.
He was talking. He was like, I just don't understand. Like, first of all, these guys are in their 40s. You could tell they're in their 40s, maybe early 50s. I still, to this day, don't understand how those black folks made the pyramid. Like, they put the pyramid together, but I don't understand how they put it together. Like, how they did that and how they, like, made it. Like, they put the pyramid in such a way that it's just... It's unhumane how it happened. Like, I don't really think those black folks put that pyramid together like that. And I was just like... I'm sitting there listening.
What the fuck?
And so the conversation started to taper down, and he was just like, just the pyramid. Like, I just don't understand. And so I come walking back, and I look, and he started in again about saying something about the pyramid, and I looked at him, and I just stared at him for a second. And he was just like, so, like, when did you say you were going to lunch? I was like, yeah.
Exactly.
Because you know you sound...
about?
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
Like...
Go watch a fucking History Channel or some shit.
Like, what? I don't know. It was
the
just...
fucking pyramids of all things?
Yeah. Like, I wasn't invisible, but yeah. There's shit like that happen. But no, go ahead.
Oh my god. What the fuck? No, I'm like tripping now because I'm just like, what the fuck?
Like the shit that you... The conversations that you'll stumble upon with people.
I would love to be invisible just for that.
Yeah.
I mean, I get getting places, but then I would sneak onto a flight and just fucking sit and be chilling and nobody would know.
Be on Air Force One.
I mean, I couldn't
like,
eat.
I'm sneaking on planes.
I'm sneaking on planes,
that
jets,
makes sense.
People's private jets.
Like, man. But go ahead. Would you rather what?
What's another one? Would you rather be Batman or Iron Man? Because neither one of them really have superpowers.
No, they don't.
They're just rich guys with daddy's money.
I don't know, because one has a suit that can fly, the other one just flies.
Yeah.
With the
things. What is that called? He shoots the thing and
soars. I think the mysteriousness of Batman, because he always just disappears.
True.
I think I would want to be Batman for the disappearing effect. Yeah, because in real life, you already know how I disappear.
Well, Ghost Rider over here.
So
call sign Ghost Rider.
Like, you can say I'm a tall guy, but I know how to disappear.
He gets gone when he needs to get gone.
Yeah.
And will not tell you. And I'm wondering where my husband is. And he's all the way fucking home. It's like, call me when you need to get picked up. What?
At the house.
What?
Yeah.
Where are you? I'm at home. Oh, okay.
How'd you get there?
No, babe, enjoy. But then he's so sweet about it. No, babe, enjoy yourself. Just have fun. Just call me when you need to get picked up. Okay, thanks. I guess we came to a party together. And now I'm by myself. Like, goddamn. I think I do like the whole... I think, even though Iron Man has a suit and the different suits or whatever, I think Batman is better because he has, like, gadgets that you don't really... Like, whatever Lucius Fox be cooking up in his little lab, like, he has better gadgets, I think.
Yeah.
Like, I'd rather have better gadgets than, like, the different suits because it just, every suit to me kind of does the same thing, so I don't know why he has different suits.
I mean, and I still like the car.
Yeah, and the car, and then he has a motorcycle.
Yeah, the motorcycle was
He has a bat. You know,
but I
the
like
bat motorcycle.
I like the car. You got the little slide up at the top, boop boop, and then you jump in, and then the shit.
And then it can go underwater, can it? Like it transforms into. It could
oh, the motorcycle? I think so. Yeah.
Something, yeah.
He had a submergent, something. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Dang, man. But no, I was gonna say about the whole friends thing. You know, it's okay to be somebody like Nipsey who smokes, somebody like Wiz Khalifa who smokes all the time, or somebody like Snoop that smokes all the time, but you're actually handling your business. Mm-hmm. But when you actually smoke and then don't do nothing, those are the type of people that I knew out here.
Yeah.
You smoke. You say you want to accomplish this, that, and the third, and you got this business plan, but it seemed like the smoke is messing up your functionality.
Yeah.
So it's like, why don't you recognize that about yourself and like change that up? Like,
yeah.
Like you can't just be
like
so daggone stagnant.
If smoking is getting in the way of you building your dream, then maybe that's something you shouldn't do.
Yeah.
You know?
But people like to stay pigeoned in their own little, this is what I want to do. Like, you don't ever want to change, but when one of your friends change, oh, you turning white. Or,
oh my God, I hate that phrase.
Yeah, it's like, wait a minute.
It's like, I'm different, so therefore I'm white.
Yeah.
Why can't I just be a different, like I'm growing apart from you? You can still do what you're doing, but I'm choosing to do this. Just because it's different than what you're doing doesn't make me white.
Or because I learned how to read better than you. Oh, you acting white.
Right. Like there's no educated black people in the world.
Like that's kind of the equivalent. That's honestly what I hear.
Yeah.
When a black person says it to another black person, oh, you're acting white. That's what I hear. Oh, that person learned how to read and learned how to do some sort of small arithmetic, and you decided you didn't want to do that because that's just a white thing.
I used to hear that all the time growing up, and I really didn't understand it. I was just like, well, why am I being told I'm white when I'm just going to school and getting good grades or being educated?
All of the schools south of the 8, every time they would come to Madison, all the black kids at Madison were white. Or all the black kids at Kearney. Or all the black kids at Claremont. Yeah. We were all acting white black kids.
Yeah.
And it was so disheartening because it's like, dude, just because I live up here and you live down there does not make us different. Yeah. We're still black. I'm pretty sure if a cop stopped you and stopped me, we're gonna get the same treatment.
The same way.
Yeah. Yeah,
like I acknowledge that I'm black. Like, there's no changing that. I have to live with that. You know, that's like a life. That's a life sentence. But I just don't understand the whole like. It's almost like still like a slave mentality because it's like. Because I'm educating myself, I'm seen as white, but. I feel like nowadays, like I'm trying to open the door for us. So would you call a Jay-Z white? Would you call a Beyonce white? You know what I mean? Or Kevin Hart or any famous rich celebrity that has changed something in their industry and has made it basically acceptable for black people to get hired for that thing. Are they considered white because they've changed the industry and they've pioneered something? No, they're pioneers. So someone has to open the fucking door.
Yeah.
But don't treat me like I'm the house Negro and you're the slave. When you're the one enslaving yourself to a system that's trying to keep you where you are. Mm. Because the whole point is to get out of the system, out of the rat race that they're trying to, the poverty rat race that they're trying to keep us in. We need to elevate ourselves out of that. Living paycheck to paycheck, that's not what we were meant to be. We were meant to be kings and queens. And if you're living paycheck to paycheck, then something's wrong with your mentality, and you really need to elevate yourself out of that. And I guess that's also what I'm tired of, is being treated like I'm white for wanting better for myself. How about it's just I'm a human being and I don't want to be struggling anymore, because it's fucking stressful. Struggle is stressful.
Yeah.
So because I don't want to live paycheck to paycheck, so I'm white.
And to have kids, and your kids are looking at you like, what are we doing? Because there's no food in the house, and
yeah,
you juggling to pay should I pay the phone bill today or pay the light bill? And nobody wants to do that. Especially if you grew up that way. Why do you want to keep doing the same thing you grew up doing? Like, that's stupid.
Yeah, like
nobody wants to do that.
Make a better life for your kids, dude. Like I don't want my kids to think that having nice things is something that only white people can have.
Yeah.
Like, that doesn't make any, like, that's crazy. I would hate for my children to think that way. Right. Like, oh, I can't have that. I'm black.
I can't have a Lamborghini.
Like that kind of self-talk. Like, you're saying I can't have this because I'm black. If you're a black person saying that, then you're basically, you're being discriminating against yourself. Because you're saying because of the color of your own skin that you're not allowed to, you don't deserve nice things.
Yeah.
And
or you can't do something.
Or you can't do these elaborate, elaborate event, go to elaborate events, or go to nice neighborhoods and look at houses. Like, go test drive a fucking car. No, there's no income barrier on test driving a car. Mm-mm. There's no income barrier on going to an open house in a nice neighborhood. And just because I live in a fucking nice neighborhood, you know how crazy it is? The neighbor that we live in now, man, like, I still have this mentality of, oh, I gotta do this. And I still do certain things because of safety. Like, that's just how I think. But sometimes I'm like, oh shit, my keys are in the door. And what happened the other day? You left your keys in the door till the morning and the shit was still there. And I was like, I know probably in another neighborhood that shit wouldn't have been the case.
No, your whole living room would have been gone. Your
car would have been gone.
The car and the living room would have been gone.
Yeah, it's just like, but that's okay. It's like weird to be uncomfortable in that situation, but it's just like, it's okay to be in a nice neighborhood where your neighbors actually pull your trash cans out for you and then put the trash cans in for you when you're out of fucking town. Yeah. Or make sure, like, check on your house and make sure there's no suspicious cars sitting in front of it. And, oh, you got a package. Like, I mean, I'm all looking at the neighbors like, oh, their package has been sitting there for a day. Like, I wonder if they're okay. Or, you know what I mean? Like, I'm all over here concerned and I'm just like, what the fuck am I doing? but it's like, it's okay to be, in a nice neighborhood and be treated like a human being. I mean, there's some, questionable people, but I would say overall, everybody kind of keeps themselves. Everybody kind of looks out for each other's house, and it's very neighborly and great. Instead of hearing helicopters and we still have helicopters.
But it's not like how in the hood. Like, I actually enjoy going outside in the backyard and hearing nothing. Yeah. You just stand there and you might hear the crickets. Yeah. You might hear the crickets.
Yeah. But that's it. We watch the birds sometimes and look at the lizards, because there's like a lizard family, and the birds kind of play in one of our trees. So it's
like the oddest shit now.
It's the oddest shit that you enjoy.
Yeah.
It's oh, look at the lizard. Yeah. He's doing his little lizard dance.
There's a possum family and a raccoon family.
Yeah, they got that too.
That strolls through every now and again.
Yeah, they come through just trying to hit up all the going shopping. Yeah. Trying to see what's up now that we got the damn compost trash cans.
Yeah, so they
so they're like, oh shit, scraps.
So they figured out a way to count the days. So they know when the trash cans are out.
And then everybody has like certain trees. Certain houses have certain fruit trees. So
they be on the fruit trees.
Excuse me.
So it's just.
So they hit up the orange house.
It's just
House
nuts.
with oranges, house with lemons.
I just would rather that than you look out your window or you hear a fire truck or an ambulance or a police car every fucking hour because some garbage done happened down the street. Like, I do not miss that at all. Hearing some sort of siren. I don't miss that.
Yeah, like I
You
think like black people, and then just going down the line of colors, brown, Hispanic, Asian, everybody. Like, we really need to just stop treating each other, and it's mainly black people, but just stop treating each other like because the person next to you is elevating, that you should feel left behind. It's really, let them elevate and get their foot in the door, and then you can come right behind them and get your whole body through the door. You ain't even got to put a foot in, because they open the door all the way for you. Yeah. Like that's been my goal. That's been my focus. Is I've always felt like a unicorn amongst my group, the only one that does certain things or acts a certain way, and it's like, you know what, I'm embracing that, and I'm just like, if I'm going to be the unicorn and stand out, then I'm just going to use that to my advantage and just be like, okay, well, I'll be the first of everything, and either you guys, come on this journey with me, or you don't. It is what it is, so I don't know.
I mean, and doing what you love, if it wasn't for Oprah Winfrey, there would be no Jennifer Hudson.
Yeah.
There will be no Sherry Shepherd.
Yeah.
The daggone View. The Talk.
Yeah.
All them talk shows that got all the women on it that are minority women. They wouldn't even be. If it wasn't for Oprah.
It's like somebody has to be first.
They just got used to seeing her black face, and then it was like, oh, and Tempest Bledsoe. I don't know if you remember when she had.
She had a talk show?
She had a talk show.
What?
Yeah.
What? Vanessa?
Yes. So.
I don't remember that.
She came on. She was around the time when Ricky Lake was on.
That's way back, bro.
When Ricky Lake was, yeah.
What, the 9? Was there a 1 in front of that year?
There was a 1. It was like 96.
What?
It was way.
I don't know why I don't remember that, but that's.
Yeah, but she only did like 2 seasons, 3 seasons. But she had a talk show. It was kind of like. It's kind of like Kelly Clarkson. Just out of nowhere, they just put Tempest on TV.
Just random.
Yeah, like why? Why did they put Kelly on?
I don't know.
They just needed to fill a slot.
Yeah.
That's why they did that. They took off Steve for some odd reason and put her in.
Lord, your friend.
Yeah.
Steve, no.
But Steve wouldn't have been on TV if it wasn't for Montel.
True.
So you got a black guy.
I used to watch Montel.
So you got a black guy. Now you got another black guy.
Yeah. Like, someone has to pave the way.
So.
I don't know. Any encouraging words going into the week?
Just like do your
Monday
thing.
motivation.
No. You just gotta be and do you. Like, fuck what people think. Fuck what people say.
Yeah.
That's always gonna be the message. Don't worry about what people say about you, because they ain't paying none of your rent. They ain't doing nothing for you.
Bam.
You know what I mean?
All I gotta say is embrace Monday. Embrace the selfish season. Of your life.
It's the 2 things. It's like if you're afraid of accomplishing something, you have to figure out within yourself what's making you afraid to do this. Like, what did Donnie say? Donnie said some crazy mess about listing 3 accomplishments of the people that you're worried about. Yeah.
Yeah.
She said if you can't list 3 accomplishments, then those people haven't done anything so spectacular that you shouldn't just do what you're doing anyway.
Yeah, like their opinion has no weight.
Yeah, their opinion has absolutely no weight. You're worried about what your dad and your mom are thinking, but what were they doing? One was a garbage man for 30 years. The other one was a nurse for 30 years. What did they do that's spectacular? Nothing.
Nothing.
Because your mom, she never saved anybody's life. She was a damn nurse at the clinic. She wasn't even at the hospital.
Damn.
So, what did she do?
Yeah. And you gotta think, like, back then, like, even, like, our parents, there was less opportunities. So, it's like, you can't really fault them for not understanding and not understanding that you want to aspire to this bigger thing than where they were and where you are currently. Yeah. Because back then, they didn't have these opportunities available. So, there was no possibility of an aspiration anyway. Like, you can't really aspire past where you are if there's nothing past where you are. Yeah. If the opportunity is so limited where it's like, oh, only 2 or 3 people get it. Well, fuck, I probably won't even try. But nowadays it's like, well, no, like we have 1,000 spots open. Oh, okay. You know, like pretty you know sure. What I mean? Like it's a different mentality. It's like, so the baby boomers, like they weren't even given the opportunities that we were given. So their mindset is limited because there was no opportunity there. It was so like one of a kind, like, you know, like one person, like one out of all the people one black person out of all the people in America could do this. Yeah. Well, damn, I'm not even going to try because I'm competing against all of America as opposed to just competing with like people in my city. Like, no, it's the whole nation. You're going to be one of the whole nation. Well, fuck. I don't even know if I would try. If that was my opportunity now, I probably wouldn't try and do anything. Like, never mind. I'll just fucking try and promote as high as I can in my job, and that's it. What would wear me out? I know you've never been to Philly, but that just the thought of that wears me out. The amount of black people in Philly. If you're telling me I'm going against America. Yeah. All the black people in America. Yeah. Just thinking about Philly just would wear you out. It would be exhausting to even think about. Like, well, fuck. Like, there's, in my opinion, I know it's not true, but in my opinion, Philly is 98% black people. Oh, I didn't know that. There's a lot of, I mean, everywhere I look, the man delivering the gas, the man selling the gas, the dude stocking the shelves in the gas station, all these niggas, they all in the gas station? All black, and I'm just talking about the gas station. We not talking about the 99-cent store and the rest of the shit. We talking about just the gas station. Man, sorry, that's too funny. I never felt if you want to disappear as a black person, go to Philly. Oh, okay. That's one of those spots where you could just be like, foop, 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 and disappear. And they'd be like, yeah, we're looking for a 6-foot black guy. Never mind. Won't find him here. I need a little more to go on. Well, he was an almond color. What's his mama's name? That's what we need to know. We're not gonna find him. But that ain't gonna help either because there's like probably 100 Marys. There's 100 Marys, yeah. A Deborah. There's a Deborah. There's a guy named Deborah, Mary. What else? Beverly. Yeah. Ooh. So you narrowed it down to 1,015. By the time you find that nigga, he gonna be in Jamaica. Gone. Around some more black people. Gone with the one fabulous. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm done. That's terrible. I don't know. How do we close this out? I don't know. Well, thank you guys for watching. Oh, and if you have answers to the would you rather, put them in the comments because I just want to see what you guys say and the reason behind what you would choose. So yeah, would you rather? Would you rather the Flash or damn? Oh, I don't even know who to compare him with. Silver Surfer. Aquaman. Mm. No. I feel like that would be cold having no shirt all the time. Mm-hmm. Okay. Anyway. Might as well be the damn penguin, huh? Oh my god. Thank you guys for watching. We'll catch you in the next one.